Like, I remember, to your point, I think it was an old Chappelle Show skit where they said, if you want to really do good sex education, make kids watch two old people fuck. And they will never want to have sex. Because every time they'll think about having sex, they'll think about those two old people fucking. I think they were like coated in mayonnaise and shit. It was really gross.
Wow, what an intro. Oh no.
1997.
Is Star Wars?
No.
The greatest threat to our survival will not be man.
It does look like Star Wars. RoboCop and Total Recall.
Hey, kid, what's going on? War! We're going to war!
Now the youth of tomorrow must
MPH.
cross the stars to defend our world.
We are a generation commanded by fate to
Tattoos.
Everyone fights, no one quits.
Hell yeah, brother.
First wave! You smash the entire area, you kill anything that has more than 2 legs, you get me? We get you, sir!
But they will face an enemy more devastating than any ever imagined.
I hate to see these fucking things.
Okay.
Dude, they're huge. And they can fly.
Wow.
We need retrieval now.
It's like a video game. It doesn't even look like a movie.
Dude.
The bugs lay a trap for us, didn't they?
Oh, yeah.
TriStar Pictures takes you up the lines of the next frontier.
Oh my god.
Starship Troopers.
Fuck yes. Dude.
I think this is gonna be the simplest plot prediction I've ever given.
Yeah. Oh, so should I even ask the question?
I think they're just gonna fight these aliens for an hour and a half.
Oh, who's gonna win?
I think that's they didn't spell out anything else besides these aliens are dangerous and we gotta kill them.
They do. And they gotta.
That's it.
Gotta kill them.
That's all this trailer said.
And you pretty much nailed it. So we just finished watching the trailer for the 1997, in my opinion, classic, probably better referred to as a cult classic, Starship Troopers. I was introduced to this movie by my older sister, no relation to this guy right here. Not gonna get into all that. But anyway, my older sister introduced this movie to me when I was probably way too young, because she was like, oh, he likes, like, you know, video games and all that stuff. So she was like, oh, he'll be into this. And she was fucking right. This movie is badass. So, and I'll tell you what, you saw the trailer for 1997.
Yeah.
Not bad. You're like, is this
bad.
Star Wars? That's a compliment. Like, it really is.
Yeah, no, I thought, in my eyes, I thought this came out like mid-2000s, 2005.
I believe it. I mean, you could, so first off, you know, RoboCop and Total Recall were both great sci-fi movies that were known to have great visuals as well. So, yes, thank you. Talking about the plot, it is very simple, right?
Yes.
But what's cool about this movie, aside from like the war scenes, is they give you kind of a behind the scenes of what's it like to be a trooper, someone starting at they show them from the academy, like in classrooms and basic training, to going out to the battlefield. It's like a proper war movie, which you probably haven't seen too many of them. Like I'm thinking like a Full Metal Jacket, which is another classic that you'll have to watch. But it's basically like a modernized, better, I shouldn't say better, modernized, more light version of like a Full Metal Jacket type thing, except you're fighting aliens and stuff in World War II. A little different. Another really cool nugget about this movie is that it's actually based on a book. And the book is actually way more concerned with the political ramifications and all the behind-the-scenes stuff than the war itself.
Is this movie the opposite?
Essentially. So, but what's cool is it still does retain some of that. So what it really is a really deep and thorough military war satire. So you'll see if you watch the movie, it's very much like pro-war, like serve for your country, do all that stuff.
Yeah.
But if you're thinking beyond the first, that surface area, you can realize it's very satirical. They're very much saying, like, this is not great how we're operating here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it actually is an anti-war movie that has a lot of really fucking cool war scenes. Which are a lot of war movies, like Platoon's like that. There's a lot of war movies like that.
What a great way to say no war than by making war seem like a...
Yeah, it's one of those things,
Like,
I've always thought those directors kind of, like, there's got to be a better way to do it, to get your point across than making what you are trying to make uncool look cool.
I'll give another, this is a completely weird example.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Cuties, the movie Cuties?
Is that the one about kids who get cooties and turn into zombies? Or are they people?
Oh, this might have to be its own video about this
Why?
movie. So it's a movie about teaching kids not to like show their like bodies on like TikTok and social media.
Oh, okay.
Like,
yeah.
But they do it by having kid actors twerk in the movie and be seductive and like do that in the movie. So they're
Right.
doing what they're telling you not to do.
Yeah, they gotta
by
get ugly
doing
people
it.
to do that.
Or just not kids. Are you pitching they get ugly kids, or are you pitching
Well,
they
I'm
get
saying,
kids at all?
part of the reason that people see these things in movies and want to mimic them is because typically they're attractive people that people want to mimic.
Yeah.
So if you get somebody that they don't want to mimic,
Yeah.
then they are less likely to do it. Like I remember, to your point, I think it was an old Chappelle Show skit where they said, if you want to really do good sex education, make kids watch two old people fuck. And they will never want to have sex. Because every time they'll think about having sex, they'll think about those two old people fucking. I think they were like coated in mayonnaise and shit. It was really gross. So that's basically what you're saying, right?
Yeah. basically, approximately. Just you don't have to do and show in the movie what you're telling people what to do.
Yeah, it's kind of like the old thing. I'm sure you heard old people used to say, my parents caught me smoking a cigarette, so my dad made me sit down and smoke a whole pack. Like I always thought that was dumb logic, and that's basically what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
It's like you found your kid smoking crack. You're like, here, you smoke this whole fucking rock, you loser. That'll help. Hit that fucking rock, son.
Let me hit it with you.
So let's get back on track.
Yeah.
So this movie is available on Netflix if anyone wants to watch it. As long as you're watching this video in the near future, things can change in the streaming services as time goes on. So don't act like it's my fault if you're watching this 6 months from now. It's not on Netflix. That's your problem. So you're gonna see this movie?
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks for checking out this video, fellow backtrackers.
Like, subscribe, ring the bell, doing that.
Yeah, if you got a video or a movie you want us to cover, just let us know in the comments.
Follow Instagram, Facebook, and all of our socials.
Or don't. I don't really give a shit.